called reverse culture shock, and it really sucks. My topic today is what happens when you come home from either studying abroad, traveling abroad, living abroad. Either way, if you're gone for 1 month, 6 months, and for my case it's been 2 years, there's going to be a change. There's going to be some rockiness to coming back and adjusting. Number one is comparing everything. Wine in Spain and Italy, it's like super cheap, and I was like, oh, €3, this is fine, it's delicious. But here, if you spend $3 in the US on a bottle of wine, is that even possible? I don't know, but it's not the same, okay? Let's just say that. Two, this kind of goes along with the comparing thing. It's called the did you know syndrome. You come back and you're excited to share it. You say, did you know? Blah, blah, blah. Like, did you know? It's like, did you know that all Italians eat like this? Did you know that one time I got a flight to Milan and back for €19? Did you know that in Spain they have really tiny parking lots? I mean, that's great, but come on, just relax. Be prepared to be a know-it-all for a little while. Accept it, love it, embrace it, because it's gonna happen. 3, friends and sometimes family. For example, I am right now in my hometown. So I'm not where I went to university. I'm like here in my hometown where I grew up. Pass Christian, great place. But a lot of my best friends from high school have moved off, you know, they have jobs, they're living in other states or wherever they are, and it's like, oh wait, where is everyone? It's different than when you lived here. Things have changed, and it's just, you know, you have your family that you want to hang out with and spend time with and reunite. You have some friends that might still be there, and then in the end you always have yourself. And I think that's the most important part of this number 3 is like, your friends might be gone, your family might be doing something else, relocated, whatever, you know, but at least you have yourself. And in this time of transition and everything being different, the best thing you can do is be with yourself for a little while. Number 4, it's really hard to start back and, you know, be on the same path of conversation or like know what's happening in other people's lives. And it feels kind of like you have to start over again. And maybe you do, but it is a little bit of a weird transition there. My cousin just came over here yesterday and she said, so, what's new? And the only response that I could think of was, everything's new, like everything. So number 5, people are trying to be nice and trying, you know, I'm sure they are maybe interested, and they say, how was it? Am I honest? Do I like bring it all together and tell them every part of the story, or do I just, you know, what can you do in that one? So that one's tough. 6, sometimes people, I don't know how else to say it, but people don't care that much. You have gone and experienced, and you have so much to share, you've seen and you've grown, but so has everyone else. I mean, they've had their lives, they've had their jobs, they've had maybe kids or whatever it is that they're passionate about, they're going and doing, and not everyone keeps up with what you're doing, you know what I mean? In Ibiza, I learned so much about myself. I've kind of gotten on a path, a spiritual path. I study Buddhism now, and I'm really trying to be my best self and, you know, be compassionate, be patient with people, be loving and kind to myself and everyone I come in contact with. With that being said, I do realize that my past self, like my previous, you know, high school, college experiences, I wasn't always on that path. And so coming back here to these places, it kind of, I don't know, it tests me. It makes me feel like I'm sometimes falling back into that old self that I was, doing the same things. It is hard to stop that. You're here, it feels familiar, it's the same thing you've always done. So with that being said, the habitual patterns, it's a hard one. A lot of these reverse culture shock struggles are all kind of centered around mostly the social interaction. Your friends and family, not really, you want to portray to them all the crazy things that have happened, all the things you've learned, and it's not really coming through. So my advice to you is, instead of trying to get everyone to get what you've been through, just drop that and be curious and ask and try to understand what they've been through. If this is something that you're going through, or if this is something that you think maybe a friend is going through, just message me and we can talk about it. It's always better to have someone to talk to, and we can get through this together. It's all good.